The way forward, the whole school planning will see rights and responsibilities and a focus on having the the information in signs around the school, collecting data to see if progress is being made through the survey, interviews and observations. Again, as I've said, the displaying of the posters, focus on the student engagement related to the E5 model, and again, it's been said many, many times today, looking at the programs that you are offering in the classroom. I watch the specialists and I look at how the children are engaged, particularly our Lowton music specialists, and there's not one child who is really disengaged. So I think we all have to take a look at what we're doing and think, how can we do things better to make sure those children are engaged, being aware of the students, where they're at and where we want to take them through to. And a clearly stated, consistently implemented school behaviour management plan which encourages the students to make their choices and accept responsibility for their own behaviour. We reviewed our schoolyard document a couple of years ago because it wasn't true to what we believed. It did bring a lot of staff discussion and raised a lot of issues, but we now have that in place. But we will review that again to make sure that it is consistent, and continue to develop communal responsibility over time and maintain and enhance the Paths program. Continue to utilise positive recognition strategies to enhance classroom and yard behaviour, not focus on the negatives, but really focus on the positive things that the children are doing. Student welfare professional development, what can we do, what aren't we doing that we need to improve on there. Booklet on the rights and responsibilities. Once we have those in place, next year they will be sent home and discussed and reinforced at home. Prepare the behaviour modification plan for students who require the behaviour counselling, and align it with the student engagement policy, which the effective student engagement policy, which the schools are asked to address at the moment, and which again focuses on rights and responsibilities. And just finally, moving forward with school improvement, there's many paths at the top of the mountain, but the view is always the same. So I think as long as we get there, we keep persisting, small steps. I think we do have things in place, but there is always room for that improvement. Thank you.
There's a study, a methodology called, I forget what it's called actually, but it says that you continue to gather data until you get redundancy. And what we're happening now is people are clearly in their own schools representing the same sorts of experiences. And so in that sense, it's comforting for me because I'm hearing things I've heard before, but it's still focusing on the things that are yet to come. And to me, that's going to be quite obvious. If the school's in a good shape, in terms of the behaviour of the kids, then you want to know why they behave well. If you haven't got that luxury yet, then clearly you've got to work towards that by getting teachers to do certain things. But the funny thing about that is it's going to be the same problem. In other words, if I said to you, the teachers may behave well and colleagues may give support, will it be because they're going to be punished if they don't, rewarded if they do, or because it will be the right thing? It'll be very interesting to see where we go next year, because I've seen many schools where you get punished if you don't, in a way, and that's that accountability. You may get rewarded if you do. That's the incentive system they're looking at right now if you read the papers, and yet it's the right thing, and that's sort of the collegial support model, I guess, if you've got a shared vision. So it's going to be a very interesting year next year in terms of this process, in my opinion, because that's sort of, everyone's at that position. But I'll come back to that at the end, because I'm going to ask you some help, basically. I mean, we need to know briefly what we're going to do about it. And I'm not going to be able to tell you.